I have this opposite of what I usually have it. Let me see if I can fix it. Ah, it won't let me. Okay, fine. Nothing can be easy, folks. I see someone's here. Hello. I'm such a mix of emotions right now. It's not really that serious, but still disappointing. I hope people saw my little announcements on Instagram and in the community tab here that I was going live. I'm feeling like no, since we're already over a minute in and no one's here. And I'm sorry because it's probably not a great time, but with what I have felt like the past few days and stuff, I just did the best I could today to be able to get things done that I needed to and then be able to come on here. So hopefully somebody will come hang out. This is unusual though, because usually there's a few people coming in, so I don't know if I messed something up. It's totally possible, even probable. If I get to 3 minutes and no one's here, I'm just gonna go out. Maybe I'll come back in and see if it's just something goofed up or what, but I feel very like something strange since no one's here, because that never happens. Especially since I put the notices out, so. There's somebody. Hello, hello. Please don't leave me here all alone. Already over 2.5 minutes in. I'm like, if I hit 3 minutes and no one's in here talking to me, I'm just gonna assume it's a bad time. Hello, whoever's in here. I hope you'll say hello so I'm not just talking to myself. We're quickly approaching 3 minutes. Like, is that how, yeah, 3 minutes. Is that how you know, like, you're a total loser if you come on for a live and 3 minutes in, no one has said anything to you? Oh my gosh. It's been a weird day today. Hi, Melissa. Are you new to my channel? I don't recognize your last name. If so, welcome. I usually have more people in my lives, but I did it kind of last minute, and I know it's kind of a weird time probably. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling much better than I have been the past few days, because I was seriously struggling with migraine. Okay, well, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Yeah, I suffer from like monthly hormonal migraines, and I had a doozy this month. So I usually go, I've been going live on Tuesday afternoons, and I couldn't yesterday because I just was not feeling well. And so I decided I would try to come on live today if I got a chance. So the timing is a little strange, and I think that's affecting how many people are coming in. But I thought I would just kind of jump on and see if anyone was around and wanted to chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Migraines are rough. I started taking Imitrex a few months back, and that definitely does help me. However, they're a pretty hefty medication, and I am not big on taking medications. I had my thyroid removed over 5 years ago now, and so I have to take thyroid medication every day, but that's like the only thing I take, and like occasionally Motrin or something. And so it took me a while to even get to the point of taking Imitrex, because I just don't like taking stuff. But I got where it was just affecting my life so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. That I was like, I have to do something, because it's like stealing days of my life. Like I'm missing family things and stuff like that. Like I was so sick on Christmas, not this past year, but the year before. I had a migraine so bad. I was having to get up in the middle of presents and run and throw up. It was terrible. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So that's why I decided to try the Imitrex, which it does help me as soon as I start feeling it. Thank you so much, Tish. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, if I like catch it right away and take the Imitrex, it helps me. But I don't like to take more than like 2 during my migraine cycle kind of thing, because they also give me like sort of like I describe it like a hangover headache. I haven't drank in almost 13 years, but I remember that feeling. And yeah, I would say it's like a hangover headache that I'll have for a few days after. I don't have problems with the Imitrex. It actually has helped me a ton. It's just I do notice that if I take more than like 2, sometimes even 2, during the cycle of my migraine, then I will have sort of like that, what I describe as hangover headaches for a few days after. My husband actually pointed it out. He's like, have you noticed that you'll like complain about having headaches for a few days after your migraines now? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I do. I mean, I obviously would rather have the headache than have all the symptoms of the migraine, but I still don't like to take it unless I like need to be out doing something, or if it's like making me sick, you know. But if it's one where I can just like lay around like a blob but not be too bad, fine. Like if I don't have anywhere to go or something like that. But yeah, if I've got anything going on, it's like, no, not worth it. I'm so glad that you girls are here. Okay, see, and a friend of mine just said she has it. I said something about it and she goes, I thought it was just me, like something like I had an issue with. And she's like, because I get that same thing. So what did they give you? I'm interested to know, because yeah, it's not pleasant, but it's like one or the other. You know what I mean? Like the Imitrex has helped me so much because it made me like the one day there's no way I could have gone out with my mom for the day. I was like not feeling good. Roll packs. Okay, I'll have to look into that. But like it made me be able to like go out with her and do stuff. Otherwise, there's no way. So I'm thankful for it. It's just not, some stuff about it's not great. But well, I'll tell you guys, since you're here, what my title of this live is about. So I never order stuff for myself, like ever. Okay, good to know. Okay, so it's not just me or her or you. Okay, so it's a common issue. All right, good to know. Thank you. Yeah, so I never order stuff for myself because I'm just super thrifty and like, whatever. Well, I decided there was a new launch happening, which I never ever order like a new launch thing. And but I am getting the Gourmand Girls palette that's launching on, well, Thursday. They're doing the cool stuff on Senia, Debbie, and Riri's channels. And then which Tish, you already know this, but and then it actually launches on Friday, but I'm definitely getting that without a doubt. Hello to whoever just came in. But besides that, like I never order things like on a launch. Well, there was something that was coming out, which was kind of abnormal for me to even be something that I was interested in, but I just for some reason was like, I really, really want that. And so I decided, hey, Auntie Barbara Jean. Oh, it's not who, it's what, kind of. I'm getting there actually. So I was saying I just ordered myself a couple things, which I never do. And there was a makeup launch that I decided to go for. Hello. And I was so excited and I've been waiting. And so when it went live on Tuesday morning, I like had an alarm set for this launch, right? I've never done that. And so I was so excited about it. So I ordered it. Well, I've been watching and it kept saying it was coming, it wasn't coming. I'm like, what the heck? Well, in the meantime, I had won a giveaway. And so I knew that was on its way. So I was super excited about that. And then I ordered something from Amazon yesterday. Okay, I need to find out about this roll packs. Is that how you say it? Definitely. Hey, Debbie! Yay! But yeah, so I was like, okay, now I've got 3 things all coming on the same day. So everything was coming today, which I was like excited, but not, because I don't ever order stuff for myself. So it's like I kind of wanted it to be more spread out. So it's more exciting. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just, get my stuff coming in today. It's a good day since I'm starting to feel better. It's his miracle drug. Okay, that's amazing to know. because as you know, migraines just knock me out, man. Ugh. I mean, even today I don't feel 100%, and I started getting it on Sunday morning, so it's ridiculous. But so the first thing came in the mail today, and it was the giveaway that I won, and I was so excited. So I actually like recorded opening it and everything. And oh, I just saw a thing pop up for my husband that my son's game is canceled tomorrow, which means I'll have plenty of time to record tomorrow, which is kind of nice. Sad for him about the game, but yeah. But anyway, so then the next thing came, and I didn't open it because I was like, well, I'm gonna open it on camera. I think they do, Debbie, because my mom, my grandma, one of my aunts, like, ugh, my sister, we all have migraines, terrible. Or, well, my grandma and my mom and aunt did until they went through menopause. So I'm holding out that when menopause comes, these suckers are gone. But yeah, so the other thing came, I wanted to wait and open it on camera with you guys, so I didn't want to open it up and stuff. Well, then the third thing, which is the one I was waiting for, that launched that I like waited and had an alarm set for, I have just been dying for it to get here, and I wanted to record with it right away and get the video up tomorrow because I, want to be one of the first people to review it and whatever. I opened it up, and two of the shadows are completely shattered, and I am so sad. Hey, oh my gosh, is it Anna? Is that how you say your name? I want to make sure I say it right. I'm so glad you're here, by the way. And no, I haven't tried Botox. I'm kind of afraid of Botox, to be honest with you. I mean, it would probably be great for certain things, but but I do know some people who have gotten it for migraines and it didn't work well for them and actually gave them some other issues. So I'm like, stuff like that freaks me out. But yeah, so two of the shadows in this palette. Okay, good, Anna. I love that name. It's beautiful. They're completely shattered. So I'm like, okay, I spent over $50 for this palette. I am not, so I have to send them an email. I already took pictures of it and stuff, and I'm going to send them an email, and I hope they make it right and send me a new one. So we will find out. But of course now, by the time I get it, it's not like it was one people were super excited about anyway, but I was. And yeah, and I never order stuff for myself, and to like be so excited about getting it, like ordering it on launch day and stuff, and then it finally gets here over a week later and it's broke. I was so sad. So it's House Laboratories, and so it's the new Love for Sale palette. And honestly, the reason I got it, okay, well, for some reason, some of the more neutral palettes have been calling to me lately, and that one totally did when I saw it. And I'm not a huge like Lady Gaga fan. Her voice is beautiful. I just hate her music, but the music she did when she did that album with Tony Bennett, her voice is phenomenal, and I love Tony Bennett. I'm like an old soul in a lot of things, and like his Christmas music is like some of my favorite and stuff. So I was so excited when I saw that palette and was like, okay, I want to get this. And so I literally set an alarm for launch day, which is so not me. Well, I don't order anything. But so I was so excited for it, and then for it to come and be broken. So then the other thing that I was going to wait and open on camera with you guys, I'm like, I'm going to open this right now. She does have a beautiful voice. It's just her regular music is like, I don't jive with it at all. But so I opened up the other cheaper palette thing that I had ordered from Amazon yesterday to make sure it wasn't broke, because I'm like, I want to make sure right now before I I am not a Lady Gaga hater. And I'm so excited. Her music, no, I can't do it. I'm just like, yeah, no. But her music with Tony Bennett, like her voice is beautiful. I'm like, sing songs like that showcase your voice better, because she does have a phenomenal voice. But yeah, so all my mail came in one day. So instead of being like spread out, so I could be excited, like, oh, I'm getting a package. Because it's like one of the most exciting things in the world to me is to get a package in the mail. All three things came on the same day. And then the one I was most excited about, well, I would say second excited about, because I was super excited about the giveaway stuff I was getting. But yeah, is broken. So I hope they will be good about sending me a new one, because if not, I'm going to be very sad, and it would be really stinky to have it be the first thing that I really put money into and ordered like that, and then have it not work out. So we shall see. I have the most ridiculous outfit on today. I was like, yesterday I was still in such a bad way from the migraine and stuff. So this morning I was like, okay, I get up, take a shower, like just get myself feeling good. I like washed my bedding because I always feel like after I've been laying around for a couple days, I am grossed out by like my bedding and everything. And so I got up. Well, guess what? I didn't really feel like putting much on in the way of clothes. I'll show you guys. We always talk about the lies of YouTube and how like you'll have, obviously you can tell I have a t-shirt on, so it's not like I'm wearing something really nice. But I totally do the pajama pants and a nice shirt sometimes, just so you know. Yeah, Debbie, that's really all I listen to. It's like, it's what makes me happy, and so why not, right? But so I have my life without Jesus is like mornings without coffee, which I say basically equates to don't bother waking me up. If there's life without Jesus, I don't want it, and I don't want to get up in the morning if there's not coffee either. So, but here's the funny part. You guys check out my leggings. These are super fabulous. You see the camper? Hi. There's like a campfire, a tent. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff. Trees. There's bears somewhere. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. If we can see some other stuff. Oh, there's part of a bear. There's an owl chilling over here. A little van. Yeah, there's all sorts of fun stuff on these leggings. My mom and cousins and I and aunts got them together last year on our girl shopping weekend. Thanks. I'm like, this is the most ridiculous outfit. So I figured I'd share it with you guys because I love you like that. No shame, no shame. And I did my Halloween stuff for my background since I was feeling good. I was like, oh, I need to like, it's like here's one thing about migraines that I have to say. Suffering with them makes me so appreciative of feeling good. And I think that probably happens with people who have chronic pain and stuff, because when you have a good day, you're so incredibly thankful for it. And to only have migraines monthly and that lasts me a few days, I'm very fortunate in that way. So I am thankful for that it's not something that's like an ongoing, daily thing. But man, when I start feeling good, I am like, I can conquer the world. Like, I'm getting up and doing this and I'm doing that. And like, so I washed all my brushes. I am like, yeah, I have fully taken advantage of feeling good today. So, so thank you, Jesus, and coffee. I've been using my Give Me Coffee and Tell Me I'm Pretty mug. And yeah, so fuel me with some worship music and some coffee, and this girl can get stuff done. So I've had the laundry going all day. It's amazing how a few days of not feeling good, like in a house with the amount, it's 5 people and 3 boys, and with work clothes and practice clothes and gym clothes and all that stuff, like laundry piles up so fast. It's insane. And so you feel so overwhelmed. So I have been trying to do a load of laundry a day, but these past few days, nope. That's why I told my husband, I'm like, is there something you need, like clothes? I mean, I seriously talk like this when I have a migraine. I'm like, oh, is there something you need? Like, I'm like, ugh, like I can't even stand to think about it. He's like, no, you're fine. Like, I'll make whatever work. Like, I am live, Linda. How are you? I know. I put out a thing on Instagram. I did a story and a thing in the community tab. Like, I don't hate doing laundry. It's just, and it's not even folding it that bugs me. I don't know, it's putting it away. That's so lazy, but it's true. But yeah, I don't know if, did someone just give me a super chat? It just popped up like a thing up in the top. Linda! Oh my gosh, it was so weird. It did like a little thing in the top that I didn't recognize. And then thank you so much. Oh my gosh. You guys, you're here. I'm going to go again. I'm going to be like, you guys. No, because no one else is going to do this. Thank you so much. I just love you too. Thank you. You guys are so encouraging and awesome. Like, seriously, you brighten my day so much. I was so sad to not be able to go live yesterday. Just not feeling good. And I mean, it was like a double whammy. Like, I missed Bible study. I couldn't go live. Like, I'm like, this stinks, And so I'm so thankful to feel good today and be able to be on here and chat with you guys. And then another great thing happened. They got things set up. We didn't know when it was going to happen. They were talking about they were going to try to do it sometime this month, but they got things set up to record Bible study. So it was recorded. I haven't watched it yet, but because I had a hard time looking at a computer screen and stuff obviously when I've got a migraine. So, but I get to watch it, so I didn't totally miss it because my friend Jenny was going to give me the notes, and I'm hey, you're off the hook. You don't have to give me notes. I saw that it's online, and she's like, no. And then she comes back and texts me and she goes, oh my gosh, I just looked, it is. Nobody tells me anything. And it's hilarious because she like sets up for Bible study, like sends out the prayer request emails and everything. And she had no idea that they had even recorded it. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yes, so I was so happy to see that I can like watch it, and so that if I am sick again at some point or the weather's yucky for me, because I live like almost 30 minutes away. Ooh, give it to him good, Tish. Like, yeah, put him to work. Hi, Christy. I'm so glad you're here. Like, oh my gosh, you guys are all so awesome. I love you guys. It makes me so happy to just be able to be on here today and talk to you. Oh, Tish, yeah. That's what I always tell my kids. I'm like, trust me. If you do like these types of things, I'm like, it's going to be way worse. Hey, Maureen, thank you so much. I love you too. I'm so happy. You guys just make me feel so, I'm so giddy and dumb. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, but yeah, I would tell my kids, I'm like, any trouble you get in, it's going to be way worse with me. Or like, so like during sports and stuff, it's funny because my kids are all so different, but I'm sure most of you would say the same thing about yours. My oldest is like this, he's always been like, acts older than his age and, you know, Mr. Independent and whatever, you know, typical oldest child, only I'm an oldest child and I am not independent at all. So I guess God broke the mold with me. But yeah, so he is just, he's got like this fiery, he'd lose, he was a big sports kid. So he played soccer and basketball all through school, and he played football for a couple of years. And if they would lose, you could not talk to that kid for like hours after, because he was just a grouch and like he had this temper about him, and it was just so frustrating. My middle son, he's got like a temper too, but more like he gets disappointed about things, and so it's more like it's not like being a jerk, it's just, I don't know, you know, like he gets in a mood and whatever. But he wasn't like a sports kid. He did bowl, and yeah, sometimes he would get, so that is sports, but a little bit different. And then my youngest, he played soccer for several years, but now he basically is like a basketball kid, but he's playing football this year. He gets like disappointed about like if they don't do good or if he doesn't do good, but it's like he's like, oh, I should have been better at that, and he's done and moves on. Like that's his personality. Where my oldest one would like hold on to something, you know. Well, he loved to talk a big game about what he was gonna do if somebody did this and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, don't even think about it. Like seriously, kid, because the way some of these kids would act, like on the basketball court and stuff, or the soccer field, we had kids. Oh, some of the stuff that people did, I was like, it was unbelievable. It let you know a lot about their parents. I'll just say that. And I was like, so help me God, and I mean that, if you ever act that way, because I will not hesitate for half a second to come down on a basketball court or a soccer field and pull your butt off there. If you embarrass me, I will embarrass you so much worse. Like, I am not even playing around. Thankfully, he never put me in that position, which I knew he wouldn't. He just liked to talk a big game, but he wouldn't ever actually do anything like that. But there were times like if he was getting, like I could see him getting edgy on the, yeah, bad sportsmanship. I hate that. And my kids, we have never allowed that kind of stuff. And so if I would see him like on the court or something getting, yeah, kids can just do whatever they want. It's unbelievable. You can't tell anybody's kids anything. But because the parents come in and stick up for their kids who act like complete monsters. So it's no wonder why the kids act the way they do, because the parents don't have any kind of like guidelines for them. They're not parenting. Like people are just having kids, but they're not being parents. It's a scary world. I mean, it's very apparent when you just look around us that that's the case. But yeah, so all I would have to do is like look at him like, don't even, and he'd kind of like chill out, whatever. But yeah, I was like, I am not playing that game, because some of the things these kids would do, and then like the parents of these kids who are acting so ridiculous would be like yelling at our parents. The one school, we would have to have the police come and be at our games because the parents were so ridiculous from the other school. They would be like threatening to beat up parents from our school. It was the most ridiculous thing. And I'm like, I'm doing a really good job teaching our kids how to be. Unbelievable. But yeah, I'm so hoping that they will like say, yeah, no problem, we'll ship you a new palette. If you guys didn't hear, I was so excited to set an alarm for launch day for the House Laboratories uh, Love for Sale palette, and I never do things like that. Yeah, that's totally true, Anna. Um, and I finally got here, and two of the shadows are shattered. No, there aren't consequences for kids, and it's sad because like schools and stuff, like even if it's a good no, I have not heard that one, Christy. TikTok challenge, like kids hitting teachers. That's like how there was just the one about like destroying stuff in schools, like in the bathrooms and stuff. And we had stuff like that happening at our school. It's like, come on. Like, it's so dumb. And you're on camera. How dumb are you, kids? Like, the like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. But yeah, like even if you have like good administration at schools who like really care about the kids, and you know, because we all know that there are some situations where the adults are not acting in the kids' best interest. But like, um, yeah, like stealing things, it's so unbelievable. Um, but you have, you know, these people in schools who want to be there and teach these kids the right way. And discipline is an important part of life. Like that, you need discipline in your life. It's proven kids crave it. Like they'll say they don't want rules, blah blah, but they do and they need it. That's how you know you're loved, when your parents and stuff like give you guidelines. And oh yeah, Christy, literally like my kids would tell you they could maybe I couldn't even remember a handful of times they were ever spanked, because it was like you knew if you did, you know, a certain thing or whatever, you know, like that was a reality, and they just didn't do it. My kids like never had to be spanked. Wow. Daughter-in-law in Texas, they only have one bathroom open with a guard. That's ridiculous. But I mean, that's the reality of things. But so these poor administrators and people in these different situations who are trying to give these kids, you know, a solid a feeling of like, you know, having boundaries and teaching them the right way about things, they can't. Like they're not allowed to do anything. And if they do, I mean, and I'm not talking about like being physical, but I'm saying like even just for the kids to get in trouble about things like detentions or certain things, you have these parents who go in and fight for their kids. Like, no, you're not going to tell my kid this or that, or they're not going to be in trouble. And it's like, you can see exactly why the kids are the way they are and why they become adults that act like their parents did. Yeah. And that's the thing. People, there's a lot of lazy parenting. Parenting is hard. It's hard work. Yep. Your parents just had to give you the look. School shootings would stop when the teacher started shooting back. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, not funny, but yeah. But you know, it's like I don't know. I don't understand why people have kids if they don't want to actually raise them, because it's like there's people just having kids and they don't want to have to put the work in. They don't want to have to argue. Well, and you don't really need to argue with your kids. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, no, you don't get to argue. I'm the adult. You live in my house. This is the rule, and that's what you're going to do, you know? And there's just such this thing of like, oh, I can't tell them, you know, oh yeah, there's no way. If I told my parents to shut up, I can't even imagine. And they do. They turn around on the teacher. It's always someone else's. Hey, Sue. It's always someone else's fault, not their kids. But there's so many adults that act that way too. I totally get what you're saying, Christy. And it's true too. But yeah, like just lazy parenting. Like, don't want to have to put the work in and have rules for your kids. Don't want to have to, you know, deal with discipline. Everybody wants to be their kids' friends and, you know, whatever. And it's like, I just, I don't understand it at all. Not at all. And we wonder why everything's so out of control. Oh, goodness. This took such a serious turn. That tends to happen with me. I like get on something and I'm like, you know, really feeling it. Like, but it's true. These are things that are important. And it's like, oh, yeah. My mom would definitely have slapped me if I told her to shut up. Like, there's not a chance in this world. Yeah, my kids have never told me to shut up. They know better. That's I had like I know people. I have totally stopped work. Yep. September 9th was my last day. And I have been so happy ever since. It's so funny. Every time I go in there, because it's not far from where I live. So I've been going in like once a week, whatever, to grab something and just kind of say hi to people. And every time I go in, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I don't work anymore. Like, I thought I was going to be sad and miss it, like that I'd go in and be like, because I take like an ownership, like I still call it my store, and like we're getting in Christmas stuff or blah blah, and I'm like, no, we're not, it's not my anything, like, but I started working there basically when the place opened up, and so it, like, to me it kind of, it does feel like mine a little bit, in some ways. So I thought, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna be so sad. Yes, back talk, get back slapped. um but yeah, when I go in, I'm like, nope, nope, don't miss this at all. It's so, I'm glad about that, because at first I was like, am I making a mistake? Maybe I should just say like I'll work one day a week, or just put me on call if you need somebody or something. My husband's like, you are not going to be happy if you do that. Don't do that. And I'm like, oh, I know, but I was just like, wondering if I was going to miss it. I don't miss it. Not a single regret. Aw. See, it's like, okay, Sue, and I didn't even realize that you had any kids that were autistic, but, and that's the thing too. All kids are different. So even within your own kids, you have to adjust the way you do discipline, but discipline still needs to be there. So it's like, nobody knows our kids as well as we do. And so we know what kind of things they react to in what ways and whatever. And, it's our jobs to discipline them and make them realize there are consequences to things. And, you know, that otherwise you have these adults who are out there doing all sorts of stuff and think that they should just be able to do whatever they want. And that's really terrifying. I always joke, all kids do need boundaries, and adults need boundaries too. I agree. Sue's awesome. She's like a total rock star, seriously. Um, we live in the country, and so I have neighbors, but they're not like right by us. Ooh, Brazilian wax. No thanks, count me out, Maureen, but you have a good time. Yep. And that's the thing. Some kids taking their electronics away, that's like the easy way to just, I mean, it's devastating to them. I didn't know that either, Tish. Okay. But yeah, exactly. You are parents and you're being parents to your kids. Like, you're teaching them the right way. Can I have the paycheck for the Brazilian wax? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I'd take that. I can't imagine going and getting that done. Oh my goodness. And I think I used to have a much higher pain threshold. Now I feel like I've turned into like I'm like, no, I don't want to do that, because like I had all three of my kids. I was induced with all three of them and didn't have epidurals with any of them. I only had um like a pain medication type thing with one of them. Like, so I used to be able to, like, I used to get fillings done without Novocaine, and like I had no problem. As I'm getting older, I'm like, nope, not happening. But anyway, we live in the country, but we have neighbors, but they're not like super close to us and whatever. And there's just like two. And my son's like, this drives me crazy, and it's my middle one who does it, will like leave in the morning sometimes for work and leave the garage door open. And I'm like, don't do that. And my other son is still here, so it's fine because I'm not here like by myself, whatever. But I'm like, are you trying to get me murdered? And so that's always like a joke for me, like about stuff, because I'm like, seriously, I feel like, so today my husband came home. He came to bring my youngest son home from school, and he was running to the store. Well, I was in the shower, and I told him I'm about to get in the shower or whatever. So, bye, Linda. Thank you so much for being here. You have a blessed day too. I'm so thankful that you were able to be here. And thank you for all your encouragement and your love and your $10, girl. Oh, you're so amazing. That might be what it was called, Christy. I honestly don't remember, because it was with my first son, and I was like, I was 20. So I don't remember what it was called, um, but yeah, so my husband comes home. Well, I hear him knock on the door and he's saying something to me, but I'm in the shower. And so I'm like, what? And he's saying something again. It's like he might as well have just been talking like this, because that's like how, like, I could hear that he was talking, but, and I'm like, I can't hear you. And so he kind of like yells and he's trying to open the door or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, do you really think that when I'm home by myself and I'm taking a shower, I'm leaving the bathroom door unlocked? Like, this is the girl who, anytime someone leaves like a door unlocked around the house, I'm like, are you trying to get me murdered? Like, oh, that's okay, Christy. I honestly would not know if it was the right spelling or not, because I just don't remember what it was called. But yeah, I'm like such a psycho about like stuff, because he's always like, you watch too many like true crime things. I'm like, okay, well, I'm smart. Like, yeah, I'm paying attention. Like, keep your doors locked to make sure you got like, I got stuff so that I know if somebody's coming in my house. Oh my gosh. I like even have dreams about it. You guys, I have to tell you about this because this is so funny. So several years ago, when my middle son was still in school, we were at state, no, I think it was like regional bowling tournaments, whatever, it doesn't matter, bowling tournaments. And yeah, I don't get it. Yes, pain meds are mandatory with the C-section. I would definitely have to agree with you there. But so we were at Applebee's after like one of the days of tournaments or whatever, and we're sitting there, and I was just getting to know this one mom, and her son was actually like a year ahead of Riley, my son who bowled, and so we're sitting there talking and eating and whatever, and I have no idea why. We were just talking about different stuff, and I just go, I love makeup. We both started laughing so hard. I'm like, that was the ditziest friggin' thing I have ever. I don't even know what I was talking about. We were talking about something with music, and I was gonna say I don't even know, something about music, but I said I love makeup, which is true. And apparently I love it more than I thought. Ooh, okay. Good to know, Anna. Yes, thank you. I'm like, you have to be careful, like, seriously. I know. I'm like, I'm fine with it being dark. I want the door closed, locked. Yeah, like I never have stuff open when nobody's home. No, thank you. Um, I don't open the door for a delivery person when no one's home, like any of that kind of stuff. Um, but anyway, so yeah, I just so like airheadedly was like, I love makeup. And so we have laughed about that ever since, because we became really good friends and everything. So she even would get me things that say I love makeup and whatever. Like, it's just become this joke. So last night, well, it was actually early this morning. It was like around 5. I got up. My poor husband gets leg cramps like all night long, so he's up and down constantly. I feel terrible for him. And he had gotten up at one point, and so it sort of woke me up. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get up and go to the bathroom and come back to bed. I started walking into the bathroom, and I had been dreaming about eyeshadow because I knew my palettes were coming, and I was really excited. And now it's broke. um, as I was walking into the bathroom, in my mind, I was like, I love makeup. I just started laughing out loud because I'm like, what is my problem? Like, it is 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm dreaming about eyeshadow and thinking to myself, I love makeup as I'm walking to go to the bathroom. Like, what a ditz. It says, life without Jesus is like mornings without coffee. Isn't worth waking up for. That's what I think. I actually got this shirt from Wish several years ago, and it's not like the greatest quality or anything, but it's fine. I was showing everybody earlier my leggings. They're like camping leggings that my mom and sisters and aunts and cousins all got when we were on our girls shopping weekend last year, because we all camp. And so seriously, I love makeup as my default setting. Like, I'm like, I am such a ditz sometimes. Oh my gosh. I wish you could have seen though that time at Applebee's when I said that to her, because it was so like, had nothing to do with, thank you, Christy, had nothing to do with what we were talking about. And I just said it in such an airheaded way that it was like, it was hilarious. Like, she didn't even know me really. We both just died laughing because it was so dumb. I'm like, I am seriously not that ditzy sometimes, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. I am so excited. I decided to move some things around because I washed all my makeup brushes and stuff. I did. I had to get it off my chest. I just needed her to know that I love makeup. And apparently I needed to tell myself that at 5 o'clock this morning. um, but I moved like my brush case over here and stuff. And I'm like, oh, it gave me so much more room to be able to push back my ring light that holds my phone that I record on. So I always feel like it's like right up in my face. And so I feel like that's going to be better. Of course, you can see my shower curtain over here. No, it's not hiding stuff. Jenny! Oh my gosh, this is my Jenny. Jenny Wormlinger. It's coming on here. She is my friend from church that we used to work and do the food prep together, and she's my Bible study girl. She's my soul sister. Ooh, yikes, Sue. Tornado watch. Will you be careful? Pay good attention. My Jenny. I actually haven't seen it yet. You will be soon because she gave me an awesome lip gloss. And it's going to be debuted in a video very soon. Yeah. She's the one her husband calls her and I twins. I'm sorry, Jenny. Like, Jenny, would you say that you maybe do ditzy things sometimes? Maybe. I was just talking about how I just say things like, I love makeup to people that I barely know and out of context with the conversation. You know, oh heck yes. I know you do. That's why I love you. That's why we're soul sisters. Oh my gosh. So funny. I was telling them, Jenny, how you were supposed to give me notes for Bible study yesterday since I was missing, and then I saw that it got recorded, so it's online. And actually, you guys, after this, I'm going to link in the description box the link to where you can watch our Bible studies if any of you are interested in it. It's on Tuesday mornings, but they'll be on YouTube, so you can watch them anytime. But my amazing friend Anne, oh my gosh, she is such a phenomenal Bible teacher. Like, if you have a hard time, like if the Bible is like overwhelming and confusing to you, trust me, you will love how she teaches. Like, she's phenomenal. But yeah, so I will link that down in the description box when we're done with this live. But yeah, Jenny, I was telling them how I saw that she had recorded it, and so I was like, oh, never mind, you don't have to give me notes. And you're like, what? Like, nobody tells me anything. You didn't even know it was being recorded. It's too funny. I knew they said they were working on it for October at some point, but like, they weren't playing around. Aw. I'm like so happy to be feeling good. I can't walk straight. You're too funny, Christy. I'm like, the past couple days I haven't been walking too straight. I am so happy they're recording. My grandma's gonna, I have to tell my grandma. My grandma said to me like a week or so ago, she's like, I tried to watch Ian's Bible study and I couldn't find it. And I'm like, because they're not recording yet. Like, they're gonna try to get that worked out. So she would be very happy to see that she can watch Bible study on there. It's so awesome. Like, for, like I said, I mean, obviously I want to be at Bible study. Like, I much prefer to be there in person. But if I have a migraine or something like that and can't be there, or like I live almost half an hour away from where our church is, so, and I live more in the country, it's more the city. Me too, Christy, thank you so much. And so their roads and stuff get plowed quickly, ours don't. So if the weather's bad, I can watch from home if they're having it. Like, if the weather's too bad, they cancel. But if it's like a day where, you know, it's just bad out here, like my roads aren't plowed, then I can still like watch and be a part of it. And that is so awesome to have things like that. So I'm very excited about it. But yeah, I guess I can't believe it's already been 45 minutes I've been on here. You guys, it took a solid like 3 minutes or more for, it was over 3 minutes before anyone said anything to me on here. And it was a brand new watcher, Melissa. So thank you, Melissa, for making me not feel like such a doof. So I'm like, oh my gosh, all this time is passing and no one's on here and no one's talking to me. And you guys are awesome that I see there's 7 of you and 7 thumbs up. So thank you for that. I always like, I kind of been trying to say it in videos lately about like giving me a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't, kind of thing, or asking people to, like, it's amazing when you look at, oh, awesome, Sue. I have some and I forget to wear them sometimes, but you know what? If I have a headache at all, I do try to make sure I put on the blue light blocking glasses. I need to be better about doing that. But I forgot what I was gonna say. I do that. It happens to me. Oh, I'm noticing how many people watch my channel that aren't subscribers. Like 50 some percent of the people who watch aren't subscribed. And so it's like to remind people, because sometimes people just don't think about it, but like it's so helpful to us as creators of people. Yeah, I mean, anytime, any interaction, like commenting, thumbs upping different things. And Christy, it's probably you. I do see that somebody goes through and thumbs up all of the comments that people leave in my videos. And that is huge. That helps me so much. Like stuff like that gets, the interaction like that and stuff helps my channel. So I'm so thankful for that. And 2 people just clicked right off since I no, but really, like it's so awesome. And like, so obviously there's a lot of people who watch all the time but just aren't subscribed. And so like, if you would subscribe, if you're not, like, that would be just so awesome. Christy, I knew it was you. Christy is such like a huge supporter of my channel. She has been for a very long time. And I knew it was her that went through and thumbs up to all those. I've been meaning to ask you for a while. So thank you so much for that. And oh my gosh, I think I did, yeah, in my community tab yesterday, I shared it. But Christy's daughter, Alyssa, started her Halloween looks, and she did a Medusa one yesterday, and it is so good, you guys. So you definitely want to check it out. She is super talented. Her personality is phenomenal. You will thoroughly enjoy her videos, and especially like her Halloween stuff is always so much fun. So I look forward to it every year. Christy, you're amazing. Thank you. Seriously, thank you so much. I don't know what I do to deserve you guys. Like, I have so many people who have become such good friends to me through having a channel and just like your support and yes, the Medusa. Like your encouragement when I'm not feeling well and just your care. I get, messages on Instagram. Ah, the candy corn eye was my first video I saw of you, Jenny said. Oh my gosh. I have some doozies from over the years, but that was fun. I mean, I'm not talented like that, but it was fun. And yes, those videos that Alyssa does, they are short too. Because I know a lot of people, I tend to be a little long-winded. I don't know if you guys know that about me. But so my videos tend to be kind of long, and not everybody jives with that. And so if you're going over to watch Alyssa's videos, you're not going to be like, like you might be on mine where you're stuck for like half an hour. I don't think so, Debbie. I don't know. I've done 2 different ones, I think. So I don't remember how that worked. The candy corn one. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. It's kind of fun to go back sometimes and look at like old videos and be like, oh my gosh, what was I doing? And I can look at some from last week and go, oh my gosh, what was I doing? I'll look back at this live later and think the same thing. Thank you, Sue. I do the same thing. Like, as soon as I get to a video that I'm starting to watch, I thumbs up. If for some reason, I watch people that I know I enjoy. Okay, I probably did. Yeah, I think I did 2 different ones. So one was probably that one, and then, but if I were to start watching something and be like, whoa, no, like you can always thumbs up. You don't have to thumbs down. Whatever. I mean, do what you want to do, but aw, thank you, Christy. I can't help it. Well, it's funny because then if I ask, like, would you rather see like more like speed tutorial kind of look things or chatty, get ready with me? Everyone says chatty. So I'm like, all right, this girl can chat. I got you. So, and I've been having fun doing the 17 unused palettes as a chatty get ready with me series because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. So there's a lot for me to be able to like talk about. And in fact, Friday will be a vlog from Brian and I went to Cedar Point on Saturday for their Halloween weekends, and we had so much fun. So I put together just a little vlog of like the stuff we saw there and like whatever. So thank you, Tish. I appreciate that. And so yeah, so that vlog will be up on Friday, so you can check that out if you would like. It's just fun, get you in the mood for Halloween stuff. I do too, Christy. I honestly like pretty much all videos. Like I like that, people do a bunch of different stuff. And like, I can't help, well, I can help, but I don't want to, doing different things. Like, especially now doing I want to do some of the food stuff. And exactly, Tish, I love that. Because what would be more fun than all of us sitting around in a room together, like drinking coffee? Although nobody would get a word in because we'd all, well, and it might be me that just doesn't shut up. But we would have so much ridiculous fun to all just get together and hang out. Like, can you even imagine? It would be so much fun. I love that. Like, I love that we can have the interaction like this and that I can see like your comments and stuff so I can actually talk to you in real time instead of just videos where I'm just talking. But I always enjoy like talking back and forth with people in the comments too. It's so fun. That's the thing. It's like, it's not, I don't know. I can't imagine ever being where I look at this like a job. I mean, I don't think my channel's ever going to be that big to begin with, but even still, like if it did for some reason get big, I don't know, like it would lose that excitement. Yes. Coffee. Have a little coffee talk. But yeah, like I want to be able to interact with you guys. So like you see some people who like bigger channels and like you can leave comments and have like some really excuse me, really heartfelt things that you're trying to tell somebody. There are not enough hours in the day to watch all the videos. I agree with you there. And yes, we would, Christy. But it's like, you know, there's some people you're never going to hear back from. And it's like, I don't like that. Like, I want to be able to interact with you guys. Like, that's what's fun about YouTube to me. Not like, oh, I could show everyone my makeup skills. I don't have any. Spoiler alert. If you're looking for makeup skills, don't look at me. But I just like to be able to like have fun with you guys and talk and like it be a way to meet new people and just, you know, like broaden your horizons. And so that's what I enjoy about this platform. Like, I can't imagine it any other way. It would not be fun. Like, what if there wasn't like a way to respond to comments? That would be like torture to me, to be able to see like people are saying stuff, but you can't say anything back. Like, that would be awful. I love being able to chit chat back and forth and carry on my nonsense with you guys. Aw, thank you, Tish. That honestly was one of my favorite looks I've done in so long. I loved it so much. I ended up doing the same look for the, aw, Alyssa and Troy are doing Cruella de Vil and the puppies. That's going to be so stinking cute. Oh, yes, definitely do. I hope she does a vlog because that'll be so fun. Yeah, I did that, recreated that Urban Decay look for, the concert that Brian and I just went to on Friday night because I was like, I love it. And I wore lashes, you guys. I wore lashes to the concert. Sue, you're so dang funny. My amazing invisible content. Oh my goodness. Some people, I think it might be better if they did have invisible content. So you're ahead of the game. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. I love it. You guys, and that's the thing too, all of you have such unique personalities. I mean, we're all unique, we're all different, but I mean, it's just so fun to interact with all of you, and like, you guys crack me up all the time and just make me feel loved and special. You're awesome. My sad mail, oh, Jenny, so remember how I was so excited last week and was waiting and gonna buy at the launch the Lady Gaga palette? It was called Love for Sale for her the album that she did with Tony Bennett. Sorry, I'm like reading and talking. Hey, Kat. I'm so glad you're here. But yeah, so I was so excited. As soon as it launched, like 12:01, I was like, bam, ordered that baby. So I've been waiting for it. It came today and 2 of the shadows are completely shattered. And so I am going to send them an email when I get off of here with pictures, and I'm hoping they will be awesome and say, we got you, sending you a new one right now. And that it will get here and be all good. The packaging is terrible. It was just the palette in a box, and it has like this black cardboard stuff, you know, wrapped around the palette while it's inside the box. And then this super teeny, yeah, hopefully, and then I could repress maybe and give it to somebody else, maybe you. The bubble wrap was like not cushiony at all, like the really thin, it's like bubble wrap that's been all popped basically is what it seemed like. And then just in like this, not even like a bubble mailer, like just a black envelope-y thing. So it's not surprising that some of the shadows are shattered. It was like I knew it too. As I was opening it, I'm like, oh, please don't be broken. Please don't be broken. And because I've never gotten a palette before from anything that people have sent me or whatever that has ever been broken. And sure enough, two of them just completely, as soon as I started to open, I could just see all of it everywhere. I'm like, no. So I'm so disappointed because I wanted to record. I was going to do 3 looks with one package today. One package. I read your thing. Yeah, no kidding. Like seriously, on the packaging, you couldn't do a little bit better than that. I was gonna do 3 looks with one palette today. Like I was like all gung ho, like I'm gonna get this recorded and get it up and whatever. Now it took over a week for it to get here, and so even if they do send me a new one, like it'll probably be at least another week. So that was like my excitement, was I've never ordered something that was newly launched before, and I wanted to do that and be like one of the first people to get it and use it and have a video up. Yeah, don't see myself doing that again in the near future because, of course, it didn't work out. But it's just eyeshadow, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's still a bummer, like when you're super excited about something and like I've been waiting. And it's been saying for like the past 3 or 4 days that it was on its way, but then it wouldn't show where it was. And then it would say like estimated delivery day this day. And then it would switch to no estimated delivery day. Like, and just kept going back and forth, and I don't know. It took a long time. It was like in Indiana. I don't know if it came from Indiana. I'll have to look. But for several days it just sat there. Then it was in Belleville, and then I think Lake Orion or something this morning, and then it got here, but I'm like, it's broke. Now there's 9 people. Yay! But yeah, I like never order new launch things. I never order anything because I'm thrifty like that. And so to be so excited about something and actually like splurge, because it was like $50. And for me, that's a lot. $50 for a makeup palette, like that's like blows my mind that I even would do it, to be honest with you. And so yeah, it was just kind of disappointing, but hopefully they'll make it right, and if not, you'll know because I'll let you know. Because I know some companies are super great with their customer service, and then others are not. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, Christy. You ordered something for her for Easter and it just got here yesterday. Yeah, that's a little delay in shipment, isn't it? And 2, everything says like due to COVID, blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, come on, like stop using that as an excuse about everything. I think now everybody, that's just, they keep it on all their stuff so that if things take a long time, it's like their built-in excuse. So I'm like, really? Oh, that's such a bummer, Sue. But the thing is, like, okay, if it's a giveaway, it's a bummer for the person who sent it to you because they paid for it, and it's a bummer for you. So that does totally stink. But like when you pay, like, and especially like I'm saying, like $50 for an eyeshadow palette, that to me is like a punch in the gut. And then to get it and it be broke, I was like, I could cry. And that's stupid because it's makeup. So I'm like, no, Danielle, you're not going to cry about eyeshadow. So, but yeah, it would be very disappointing if the customer service isn't good. And it's not like the palette sold out. Here I was like all gung ho, like I have to, when it launches, order it. That was last Tuesday. It's still not sold out, so it's not like it was a super high demand, but to me, that was part of the excitement about it. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll be no big thing, but I guess we shall see. I feel like my eyes look so weird, like, because I don't know where to look. Like, the camera's over here, so that's where I want to look, but I don't know. It's like just a weird... I have my phone flipped from the way I usually have it, so it's the opposite of where I'm used to looking this way. So I'm like, and I tried to flip it in the beginning, and it said you can't. So I'm like, huh. So if I look like a weirdo, I'm just going to blame it on that. But, well, girls, it has been about an hour. And so I think I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, my men should be home in about 45 minutes. No, I know you weren't mad at the person who sent it. It's a bummer for the person who sent it too, because they paid for it to be able to send to you. So that's a little bit different too. Like the company doesn't care that they sent you something and it broke. Like it cost them pennies to make it and they charge you a ton of money. But like when people spend their money on something and send it out in a giveaway or something, like I would be bummed if I sent something to somebody and it arrived to them broke. But yeah. But yeah, my boys, well, 3 of them anyway, should be getting home in about 45 minutes. So I should make sure dinner's heating up in the oven because it was one of my meals I had made ahead of time. Yeah, and it looks so pretty. I should have just bought it. Like, and then I saw yesterday when I was ordering something from Amazon that I could just order it from Amazon. I was like, I thought it was like the special. Aw, thank you, Jenny. Oh, enjoy, precious little angel. Yeah, the palette was on Amazon. I'm like, oh my gosh, well I could have just ordered from there. Like it took away all like the specialness of it, like of ordering it from their website on launch day. I feel like maybe they could have done something special for people who were ordering from their website right when it was launching. Like, I don't know, just include like something little or whatever. Not like I think I need handouts or like I'm entitled to something free, but I'm just saying like there was nothing like exciting about ordering it from the website at the launch. You know what I'm saying? And so like that part like is kind of a bummer because I almost kind of wondered when I got the package when I opened it if there was going to be something in there, you know? And I'm like, no. And then for it to be broke. So I'm like, dang it. But yeah, I will let you guys know because I am definitely going to get right off here and send that and see what they say. So I'm hoping I hear back by tomorrow. And I'll let you guys know on like the community tab or something. But all right, well, I'm going to heat up our cheeseburger casserole. I love having these meals prepared ahead of time. And you guys, I did that like over 3 weeks ago, maybe almost a month. I'm so happy you could be here too, Kat. Thank you, Debbie. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. I'm going to try to hit some other people's lives. You guys, I'm seriously. I feel like I keep missing everything. Part of the time I can't do anything about it because my head won't let me. But yeah, so all right. Well, I love you guys and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your night. And bye Sue, bye Tish, bye Christy, and keep being awesome. I love you guys.